This is a really nice tuberose. If you're a tuberose person, you won't like be disappointed with the scent. Hi guys, Shawnee here. Welcome back to my channel. So how you guys been? What you guys been up to? What you've been doing? Tell me absolutely everything that you have been doing. Where you went, what you bought, what fragrances you were into for the summertime. Comment down below. I like to read you guys messages. If I don't reply to you or like your message, I'll get to it eventually, but I love seeing you guys comment down below. So it's nice to be back. I have something quite different today, kind of my thing, but really not. I'll explain to you later. But before I get into what I have for you guys, I have to tell you what I'm wearing today. Oh my god, this box is filthy. I just got this and look how it looks disgusting. Oh my god, me and white is the friggin' worst. But the scent I'm wearing today is Terracotta Le Parfum. Oh my god, I love this scent. I hunt this scent down. I think I got it at the beginning of June. I wanted it particularly for the summer because I've been eyeing it for some years. And my mistake, I was like delaying to purchase this. I thought it was gonna be like a forever release, and it turns out that it's not that forever. And so now I think it's pretty much sold out everywhere. And you know, when fragrances are sold out, usually the retail price is insane. I know they have like the tester bottle, which is the 3.3. This is a eau de toilette, by the way. It's a 3.3, just like this. And I know they have it on fragrancenet.com, and they have it for a reasonable price. I want to say like 40 something, 50 something dollars for the tester, but I wanted the box and everything, and man, it was a search for it. I think this was supposed to be like a representation of like maybe their terracotta. I don't know. I don't buy like makeup from Guerlain, but I think maybe like their terracotta powder or bronzer or something like that. And because they have like this bronzer that's called terracotta, they wanted a fragrance that represent this like bronzy summery scent, which this capture spectacularly. The coconut in this is fantastic. It just smells like, it smells very heated. It's a very heated scent, and because it's a very heated scent and it's very reminiscent of the summer, it can be very tricky to wear in the summer. It has some spicy elements to it, and that spice could really protrude heat. And if it's heat out and you're protruding heat, it can be recipe for disaster. So I don't recommend this really for summertime, even though it smells very bronzy. It smells very like suntanny, or you know, like something. It smells very like resorty, very like you're on the pool side and you're rubbing yourself up with a bunch of different oils and whatnot. It does capture that imagery in your head. But I think it's better like if it's like cold and you want to reminiscent of the summer, you want something heated and you want something to remind you of the sun. That's when I think this is good. I don't necessarily think this is good to wear in the dead summertime because it can protrude a lot of heat. Now, where did I get this? Because I got this from some strange place. I purchased this, by the way, guys, after watching quite a few reviews on it. I was on the hunt to get this fragrance, and I know Selfridge was selling it, and they were selling it for the retail price, which wasn't bad. I think it was like $80 or something. But to ship that to New York, because Selfridge is a UK brand, to ship that to New York, the shipping fee was like $30-40, which is like outrageous. So I found this company, which I was very iffy about. I was so iffy because I thought maybe they're going to send me a fake. I was questioning them really about the box, because the box that I've seen all said limited edition. So I was really questioning them if this was a fake. Turns out that it was limited edition. Then they released some extras, and then they stopped altogether. So I guess it was on demand after the limited edition. They released some extras and then they stop again. I don't know. But my customer service is very good. They're very reassuring, and they get back time to you is spectacular. They were selling it for $76.95. So because they were selling it for that price, make me felt like, okay, this wasn't really a fake because it's very close to the retail price. And then they had a Father's Day sale. That's when I purchased this. Yeah, they had a Father's Day sale, which was like 18%, which is much. And the prices, their prices on their fragrances on the website is not the cheapest prices. So that gave me some reassurance comparing to, like, you know, my go-to is like fragrancenet.com. Their prices is a lot more expensive than fragrancenet.com, but I gravitate towards this because they had this in a closed bottle and whatever. So my net pay was $63.10, which is really not bad for this fragrance. So say I got it for like maybe like 30% off or something like that. Yeah, it's not that bad. But anyways, that's what I'm wearing today. I'm rambling on because I'm a little bit nervous to get into the video, honestly. So let's get down to the truth. A company reached out to me via Instagram. I'm being completely thorough because I know like a lot of people like to promote stuff that they don't really like, so they could save face and it could be on people's PR lists. And me and dishonesty, we don't get along very well, and it puts me in a very uncomfortable space. So I'm just gonna be transparent and let you guys know why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it and like how this all went down. So I guess the name of the company is Layered. That's their fragrances. I know they're like very big on like having single note fragrances and layering them. They don't really have like big ounce fragrances like 3.3. Everything I've seen on the website has been like 1.7 ounce and such, which, you know, I'm not a really big fan of that. I like me some big bottles, but you know, not everybody is like me, you know. I know you guys come to use this, me particularly, because you probably have some comparison with me. Maybe you like sales just like me. Maybe you like the hunt just like me. Maybe you like fragrances in general or whatever. But you might not like absolutely everything I like. So, you know, I said because of that concept in my head that there's a possibility that there's different people here that want different information, the same grounds of fragrances. I said, let me give this company a try. However, I'm going to be doing it my way. I don't know anything about these fragrances. I went on their website briefly. I read some of the notes briefly. Some of them were interested. The one that I really wanted, which was the Orange Blossom. You guys know I'm a big Orange Blossom fan. They didn't have, and I you know, I tell them, just tell me, you know, just tell me whatever you want me to see or smell or talk about. And so yeah, so like I said before, the name of the company is Layered. And so we're gonna like unbox this beauty today. Can't show you the front because my address is on there. So how we're gonna do this today? We're gonna do it Shauna style, which is basically like first impression unboxing. I like to do those. I like to get my raw impression on camera. I didn't get a knife or scissors. Like, how much are you doing unboxing and get a knife or knife? That was relatively easy to open. So this is how they send it to me. I don't know if that's how they send it to customers or whatever, but that's how they send it to me. It's, oh, they gave some samples too. That's cool. So they have that thing that remind me of Scentbird. This kind of look like some Scentbird-ish business. What is this? I guess, oh, okay. This one, ooh, this called Seductive Tuberose. I like Tuberose. So let's check this one out first since it was the first one I get. The packaging is very simple, very minimalistic. I kind of like this thing because you could travel with it. I don't know how much these things cost. Let's go and see if they're gonna send me I know they sent me an email. I didn't reply. I'm like the worst. Like, I am like this, seriously the worst. Like, this 10 mil is 24. I don't know. I'm blind, guys. Just gonna have to take my word for it. $24.95 for this 10 mil. Now, if you don't have my God on it, I mean, I would assume like if somebody sends me fragrances that they have an idea like what I cover in fragrances, unless you just send it to a bunch of people and hope one stick. But for me personally, it's $24.95 for this is too much. It's too much for just one note, because this is a single note perfume extract based on tuberose. If it's a parfum, it's okay, the price. I'm not quite sure. It says extract, so I'm just gonna assume. I'm not sure what's the concentration of this fragrance, but it says seductive and exuberant. This tuberose fragrance smells divine just by itself, but will also blend wholeheartedly with many other single notes and fragrances. That's their words, not mine. But let's check it out. This actually smells really good. This actually smells really good. No, this is fantastic. This you could wear by itself, without a doubt. Like, you could just wear this by itself, because even though it's a single note, it's complex enough for my nose to wear by itself. I like this tuberose this is, because it's a clean one. Sometimes tuberose can have this bitterness to it, and this is like cozy and sweet and clean and smell very like fresh and downy, but at the same time have some intensity to it. That's not the bitterness that usually create the intense, but just like some heavy, sweet, cloudy notes to it. This is a really nice tuberose. If you're a tuberose person, you won't be disappointed with the scent. And this was a 10 ml, $24.95. I don't know. People and pricing varies. Some people can justify or get behind. I like the packaging. If you like small packaging and stuff like that, you might like that. But for me, I just feel like I might lose that. You know, it's nice to just throw in my bag or whatever, but it's nice when you get it for free in a set, but then you pay $25 and lose it. I don't know. That's my opinion. Now the packaging is gorgeous. I like this. This comes in like a velvet drawstring pouch, which I like, you know, because it's secure. This I think is good packaging for like fragrances, because you need the fragrance to be away from light, and I think this was and at the same time you don't want the bulkiness of a box. So I think this is brilliant actually, because box takes up a lot of space, but you need it if you want to, like, you know, keep have longevity for your fragrances. Otherwise your fragrances go spoil due to light. So it's nice to have it in like a pouch where it's away from light, but still it's not bulky. Now this is the 55 ml, and this is called Love Potion. Has like a wooden cover. So before I smell it, let's get into the notes. They have some real kinky names on here. I'm on here right now and I'm seeing some real fun names like Caramel Overdose and like Dark Temptation, Devilish. They have one called some with some bad words in there. They have some F Me. They have some real fun names to these things. Okay, so this is Love Potion, right? I'm looking for Love Potion. So it says sugar, spice, and everything nice, inspired by Carolina Herrera Good Girl. So this should be fun. This is a 55 mil, and it's $48.95. You guys know I have that Good Girl, and I also had talked about a dupe from Armaf that was significantly cheaper with a much bigger bottle than $48. But just comparing one and one, a 1.7 ounce is $94, and this one is retail for $48.95. So it's like 50% off the retail price of the Carolina Herrera. It smells very similar. I would give it like an 80%. It has some differences that I don't mind really, and the differences is that it's not very loud as the Carolina Herrera. It has practically the exact notes to the Carolina Herrera's fragrance. It says tonka bean, cacao, tuberose, jasmine, almond, coffee, vanilla, sandalwood, or orris, praline, bergamot, amber, lemon, patchouli, cinnamon, cashmere wood, musk, orange blossom, and Bulgarian rose cedar. How can I say this? it's a very good fragrance in itself. As first expression and smell it, it's very good fragrance. However, I feel like you could get the Carolina Herrera 1.7 ounce close to this if you shop around at discounted website like fragrancenet.com, or even like Perfumania, or even wait and see if you can find it at Burlington or TJ Maxx. I feel like those stores, or even Century 21, will sell 1.7 ounce close to this price, maybe $59, but very close. So I feel like with a price at $48.95, and you have the possibility of getting the original, I mean, why wouldn't you get the original? The price is so close. Whereas the Armoff that I was telling you guys about, the price was significantly different because it's a 100 ml and it's like $30, 20 something dollars. Now, is it a pretty scent? Very pretty scent, very similar to the Carolina Herrera, as it says, a little bit more milder, not as intensely, but I don't mind that really, because it's like an all year wearable set. Like you could wear it in the summer, you could wear it in the spring, you could wear it in the fall. It has like different elements that matches different scenery, so it doesn't matter to the fact that it's not bold. And because sometimes when something is like intense or heavy, it limits itself as to how many places you could wear it, or what time of day you could wear it, or what weather you can wear it. So when it's a little bit more placid and easier to wear, that's the word. This smells like it's easy to wear, like you could wear it all year long. Oh, they gave me a lot of stuff. Oh my god, this company is very generous for, I would say, like an indie brand. And that's what I like about, again, the packaging is very similar. This red velvet, this navy velvet packaging, and they bubble wrap everything, so that's nice. I feel like Christmas, like I'm opening a whole bunch of stuff I don't know what I'm having. They are signature, so let's see what this is about. Okay, so this is $53.95, and it is also 1.8 ounce. And this says, express yourself, be yourself, love yourself. This fragrance was created for an everyday, every situation, and every month. Funny, I was just describing their love potion as such. It says, small enough to be kept in your purse, but your biggest companion in life. The angelical scent of fresh white flowers will mesmerize you. They will dissipate anxiety in a single spray, and will this is like heavy claims here, heavy claims. So the package is very minimalistic, and there's something said something here that I must agree with, like the simplicity of this and how like compact it is. It's like easy to throw into your bag, so that's another reason. Like, why would I get the purse spray when this is like so compact? This is so easy for me to throw into my purse, to travel with. Oh, this is fun too. This is a very nice scent too. Would have been nice for the summer. Nice and fresh and sparkly and open. Very like happy. It's a very happy scent. This is a fun, not a like a very girly, playful, fun, don't take life too seriously type fragrance. They smell very like high-end scented. It's just very clean scent. I would give them credit on that. Very clean, nice blended fragrances. They don't smell sharp, they don't smell too synthetic. They're very pleasing to smell at first, because what I'm doing right now, this is not very easy to do for fragrances, because to do first impression, where if it's like very synthetic fragrances, you might be put off with it at first spray. So to have like very positive first spray, oh god, this is stuff with a whole bunch of things. Okay, I'm not gonna get into all these fragrances, this is too much. I have a caramel overdose here. I have Maya's blend. They're very this company is very generous. So anyways, like I was saying, from first spray for it to come off right off the back, is very nice. Now, don't know what the longevity is. I don't know what's the wear in it. I'm sure other bloggers or YouTubers must have videos pertaining to that. But I'm telling you, pleasant wise, first spray, it's really nice. Now, I run out of paper. This one's called First Kiss. First Kiss is my least favorite. What's in First Kiss? First Kiss smell like bug spray. Doesn't smell like cheap. It just smells weird. It reminds me so much of like the what's those girls, the Mary Kate and Ashley, the Nirvana line, you know, the Nirvana line. Oh my god, this reminds me so much of it, and I don't like that line too much now. If you like that line or you like those fragrances, you might like this, but for me, this is a hell no. Oh Christ. Okay, where's this damn thing? First Kiss. Retail at $53.95 for the 55 ml. It says inspired by Delina Parfum de Marley. Oh my god, it smells niche. It smells niche. Ugh, no way, Jose. Rhubarb, lychee, nutmeg, Turkish, rose, peony, pedalia, vanilla, cedar, vetiver, cashmere, musk, incense. And I shouldn't say it smells niche because you have a lot of brilliant niche scents, but this smells like, okay, I have the perfect thing. It smells very pretentious. It smells like very artsy, and for the rest of the world it looks like a hot mess, but to the artist it looks like, oh my god, this is a masterpiece. And anybody that follow behind that art will also say that it looks like a masterpiece, but the average Joe would say, oh my god, that's a mess. And that's what it is. It is very, this scent is very pretentious. It thinks it's brilliant, but to me it just smells stink. That's where I'm gonna stop with this now. Okay, so I've smelled 4 fragrances. I'm gonna leave these 2 behind because I think my nostril is clogged, especially after this First Kiss nonsense. So what can I say about this? The pros and the cons about this company. Now, I've had friends that's very rebellious and doesn't necessarily like the status quo, and doesn't necessarily like to put money in big companies' pockets. I've had friends like that. Me personally, I don't suffer from that nonsense, but I do have friends that stay like that. So if you are a person that tend to doesn't like mainstream, or tend to not want to follow the bandwagon and go on the choo-choo train that everybody else is going, and you want to be the person that toots to your own like dance to your own drum, then this company would be a great company for you. Like if you like to support indie companies and you like to support, you know, small businesses and stuff like that, instead of big companies and big business or multi-million companies, if you're that type of person, then I give the approval to this company as product wise. Their products are like well blended. It smells fantastic for the most part, with the exception of First Kiss. Although First Kiss can be on a preference thing, it's just me particularly I don't like it. But as to notes wise, including the First Kiss, it does not smell cheap. You have fragrances out there that you smell them and they right off the back smell cheap. You this one, I will say, retail price, the price values the product. Unfortunately, me personally, I am cheap and I hate paying for full price for anything at all. I understand that's there to pay whoever, but me personally, if I can get a sale, just being completely honest with you guys, if I can get a sale, I'm going to go for the sale. And I also consider this in my head sometimes, whereas do I want the retail price for something that worth the retail price, or do I want something for that price that values more? I tend to have that type of behavior where I'll get something because it values more, even though I'm going to pay the same. Because I've purchased fragrances for $48, $50, but in my head I rationalize it by saying that the retail price for it is more. Now it might be delusional, it might be all a lie, it might all be a facade. I might just be buying into all the hoo-ha and the garbage, but that's just me personally. So the pro is the smell quality is great, and the fact that it's a small business, and you know, it's good to support the small businesses. The con is I'm vain. There's a high chance that I will purchase designer fragrances for that price and go and purchase this. That's the con. Now another pro is for you, if you're the type of person and you like small packaging, then you'll like this. Right away, the first thing came to my head, I could throw one of these in my bag. I was thinking just throw the Love Potion in my bag, but I think I'll throw the Layer Signature. That's actually my favorite scent I've smelled so far, just because it smells original, doesn't smell like something else, and it's very like bright and opening and refreshing, and you know, it's good to throw in your purse. And if you're like, you know, you want something that's just going to take you out of a bump, or you want something that's just going to build your spirit up or something to nice to pull out. So the compactness, the smallness of this, the minimalisticness of this is easy to just throw in your purse and wear. So I think that's a good idea. I think Layer Signature is a wonderful scent. This fits a minimalistic person. If you have a minimalistic life, this fits you. So bottom line. Do I think Laird is a good company? Yes, I do. I think Laird is a good company, and they have good fragrances. My thoughts are the prices are too high. That's just my bottom line. I don't like the pricing. I think it fits it fits the product, but me being cheap, I would prefer a cheaper pricing. Or even to allow, hopefully they have like discounts or holiday discounts or whatever. So good quality fragrances. I like the company. I don't necessarily like the pricing, and I'm quite sure they must be familiar with that if they watch my channel at all before they send me these fragrances, that know I'm a discount shopper and I like to get bargain prices. But is it a good fragrance? Yes, it is. And my time is going, so I gotta wrap this up, and nice seeing you all again. I hope you like my honesty. This is not at all a bad review. I actually really like the company, but you know, I have to be honest. That's just me. Anyways, I see you guys in the next video. Bye.